1. Introduction. Struggling with porn addiction can feel like an uphill battle, but the wisdom of Stoicism offers timeless tools to help you take back control of your life. In this video, we'll explore practical Stoic principles and techniques to overcome this challenge. From mastering your desires to building resilience and cultivating a sense of purpose, these insights will empower you to break free and find clarity in your journey. Let's dive into the Stoic path to recovery and self-mastery. 2. Understanding your addiction existence. Stoicism, which originated in ancient Greece with its founder Zeno of Citium, was further developed by influential philosophers such as Seneca Epicus and Marcus Aurelius during ancient Rome. At its essence, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of aligning our lives with the principles of nature and reason. It highlights the importance of nurturing virtue through self-discipline while detaining from external factors beyond our control the four cardinal virtues of wisdom. Justice, courage, and temperance are powerful guiding principles for individuals facing challenges with pornography. Addiction. Stoicism provides a profound philosophical framework to explore the emphasis on achieving mastery. Living virtuously and prioritizing the mind over temporary pleasures offers a roadmap to long-lasting freedom. Stoicism encourages us to embrace the highest ethical standards, unlike philosophies that allow for vice. The initial step in applying Stoicism to pornography addiction involves gaining a genuine understanding of the level to which you have let go of self-control and rationality. Understand that giving into the temptation of pornography is a result of not adequately controlling your natural desires. According to the Stoics, it can be said that you have surrendered to the negativity bias, seeking out artificial pleasures that manipulate our natural desires for procreation and dopamine. Rush's one important lesson from Stoicism is to differentiate between what you can control and cannot. Although it may be challenging, you have the power to manage and redirect your sexual urges by making conscious choices and taking control of your actions. According to Epicus, our judgments about things truly impact us, not the things themselves. Study yourself through journaling to gain an understanding of your triggers, patterns, and justifications for seeking out pornography. What unexpected circumstances lead you to fall into this harmful habit? Stoics, such as Musonius Rufus, could conquer intemperance by engaging in rigorous 3. The toxicity of porn addiction. Self-reflection. The toxicity of porn addiction. Now that you know porn addiction is a lack of self-control and sensible behavior, it's time to dislike this bad habit actively. The Stoics said that the first step to getting rid of unhealthy wants is to see them clearly as wrong, illogical, and in the way of living a good life in line with nature. The basic idea behind pornography is that people are just things that can be used and abused for personal pleasure. The opposite of the Stoic value of justice is this: behavior. Justice means treating others fairly and morally and respecting their worth. People who work on making porn are used as tools to achieve a goal. Your habit of watching pornography is making you a worse person. It doesn't help you to reach your total ability when you watch too much porn. Your brain's reward system changes. This makes you want more extreme new experiences while losing interest in everyday joys. It takes away your drive and energy and stops you from being disciplined in other parts of your life. Porn encourages very unhealthy ways of thinking, like seeing other people as objects, feeling shame and low self-worth, and having a hard time making real bonds and healthy relationships. You stay in the shallows. The most demoralizing thing about porn is that it forces you to keep looking for cheaper and cheaper highs that only make you feel worse in a never-ending circle of depression. You are taking away any long-term happiness, peace, or self-respect from yourself, Now is the time to be entirely sickened by this addiction and how it makes people feel. See it as getting in the way of your health and beliefs. This focus is the only way to find the drive to use Stoic practices to get rid of the effects of 4. Mastering your desires. Pornography. Mastering your desires. At the heart of Stoic practice lies eliminating harmful desires and aversions towards things beyond our control. Overcoming pornography addiction requires a strong determination and the ability to control one's desires. We must transform our perspectives and let go of our attachments to achieve true freedom. One powerful exercise that can help shift your perspective is negative visualization. It involves taking the time to vividly imagine the potential consequences and negative aspects of the things you desire. When it comes to overcoming porn addiction, it's essential to reflect on how it misinterprets your perception of sexuality, dehumanizes others, and ultimately fails to bring any long-term satisfaction. Beyond a temporary rush of dopamine, confront the harsh realities of the industry's unethical underbelly. It would help if you also overcame the constant desire for the wonder that pornography offers. According to Marcus Aurelius, life is filled with incredible opportunities that allow us to live happily without longing for more. If we possess these resources, we will lack nothing else. Learn to appreciate and cherish your blessings, instead of constantly yearning for new and exciting experiences. Practicing mindfulness is essential for maintaining a grounded perspective. You can avoid getting caught up in unrealistic fantasies by staying present and connected to your senses when urges arise. Embrace the present moment and allow yourself to experience the craving without attaching any judgment to it. This process of desensitization helps to develop inner strength. Cultivating 5. Cultivating virtues. Virtues. The Stoic philosophy says that to overcome any undesirable characteristic, one must develop positive characteristics that correlate to that characteristic. Allow yourself some time to reflect on how pornography may have diverted your attention away from the 4 cardinal virtues. Wisdom. Have you considered the impact of your porn habit on your overall fulfillment and well-being? The Stoics believe that wisdom is closely tied to knowledge and reason. Justice. Taking into consideration the adverse effects that pornography has on individuals, it is of the utmost importance to recognize the worth and dignity of each and every human being at the same time. This is in direct opposition to the concepts of justice and fairness. Strength. The ability to resist the temptations of instant gratification and the comfort that pornography provides demands a great deal of effort and strength. As a result of their great regard for courage, the Stoics placed a high value on the capacity to face challenges with serenity. Temperance. Addiction is caused by a lack of moderation, restraint, and self-control over desire. Temperance is at the root of addiction. Overcoming addiction requires achieving a state of balance and practicing self-discipline. The Stoics considered temperance to be of utmost significance in order to foster these values. It is important to periodically reflect on people who are examples of them. When you engage yourself in the works of Marcus Aurelius, you will have the opportunity to genuinely feel his profound understanding of self-control and justice. Imagine how you develop positive attributes to break free from this destructive habit. Detaching from externals. A central Stoic teaching is to separate your judgment of external circumstances from what is truly good or evil. Pornography and sexual pleasure are differenter externals, mere preferred or unpreferred events that have no bearing on your virtuous character. The Stoics argued that no external event can make you unhappy without your consent through misguided judgments and reactions. Realizing this truth frees you from the compulsions and enslavement of desiring porn as if it was essential for happiness. Practice conscious detachment. by reflecting that you do not need pornography or sexual highs to flourish. Voluntarily abstain from permissible pleasures through Stoic self-denial exercises. This trains your mind that well-being comes from cultivating virtues within, not chasing fleeting externals. Developing 7. Developing resilience. Even if you change your way of thinking, there will always be cravings and setbacks on the way to healing. Stoic practices offer strengthening methods to make people more resilient when these mistakes happen. The dichotomy of control is a concept that advises individuals to focus their attention on what they can change. This includes their choices, actions, and willpower when dealing with cravings or relapses. It's important not to view these struggles as insurmountable and permanent obstacles. Instead, recognizing that these feelings are transient allows individuals to employ Stoic reserve and emotional distance to effectively manage them. This approach acknowledges the temporary nature of these challenges and empowers individuals to respond with resilience and determination. Epicurus told his students to put a reserve clause before their wants. I will be free of this addiction today unless something happens to stop me. This makes hopes grow out of control. Imagine that your mind is a solid inner fortress that can't be taken over by fleeting thoughts or events. Negative visualization can help you face the harm of living without limits and give you the strength to protect your citadel. If you do return, don't start to hate yourself. It's important to bounce back. The Stoics kept calm and looked at the big picture, even when things went wrong, because you are smart and don't give up. You can also start 8. Finding life's purpose over finding life. Purpose addiction arises from seeking lasting satisfaction in fleeting pleasures. True fulfillment comes from living a virtuous life in harmony with reason and nature's laws. According to Stoic philosophy, reflect deeply on your core principles, values, and beliefs. Beyond sexuality, what is your defined purpose and role in the cosmic plan? Stoics committed themselves to discovering ing and actualizing their unique roles as parts of an interconnected whole. Take inspiration from the life purpose of Stoic practitioners Marcus Aurelius to govern and lead with wisdom and justice as a philosopher, King Epicurus to teach the philosophy of resilience, self-mastery and freedom despite being born into slavery. Seneca to be a wise counselor to the emperor while modeling the virtues. Examine your priorities through thought exercises like the home brew. What would your compound wisdom demand if you had a magic home brew that let you obtain anything you desired in the world? Accumulate virtue over wickedness, the fire. What would you allow yourself to be consumed rather than sacrificed from a raging fire? Only preserve what aligns with your highest purpose. Ultimately, we all face the Stoic reality of our mortality through memento mori. You have a finite amount of time before death to discover and live out your purpose. Let this focus on you. 9. Living the Stoic life. Living the Stoic life. Overcoming pornography addiction requires daily dedication to ingraining Stoic practices and exercises into your life. Rhythms, techniques like negative visualization, journaling, and contemplating. Role models must become habitual. You cannot walk this path alone. Build a community around you of others practicing Stoicism and self-mastery who share similar values. The ancients had their philosophical brotherhoods for mutual encouragement. Make Stoicism a lifelong pursuit, not a passing study. There are recognized stages of growth. 1. Discipline of assent, mastering your judgments and reactions. 2. Discipline of desire, aligning your cravings with nature and virtue. 3. Discipline of action, doing what accords with your principles. 4. Wisdom, insight into life's more prominent universal laws and patterns. Beware the harsh reversions that can cause you to cycle between progress and decline. As Stoics elevated they reinforced resilience. So short-term failures didn't undo long-term wisdom. With reason as your capability and virtue as your compass, you possess the power to reshape your life. Stay grounded, knowing permanent freedom requires commitment and perseverance. But the reward, the tranquility of a mind at peace, makes it all worthwhile. Reclaiming your life through 10. Reclaiming your life through Stoic virtue. Stoic virtue, the path to overcoming pornography addiction through Stoic philosophy is difficult. Still, the ultimate reward is reclaiming your life and inner freedom. By diligently applying these teachings and practices, you can reshape your mind from being enslaved by contemptible vices to embodying the supreme virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance in the Stoic view. Virtue is the only true good worthy of pursuit, as you've learned. Vice's conclusion. Overcoming porn addiction is a challenging yet transformative journey, and Stoicism offers powerful tools to guide you along the way. By cultivating self-awareness, practicing discipline, and focusing on what you can control, you build resilience against destructive habits. Remember, setbacks are part of the process. Approach them with compassion and use them as opportunities to grow stronger in your resolve. As Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery over your impulses is not about denial, but about reclaiming your agency and living in alignment with your higher values. Through the Stoic lens, every day offers a chance to become the best version of yourself. Begin today and step into a life of clarity, purpose, and inner peace.